Hello. You look very tiny there.
I look ridiculous.
You look ridiculous.
I look like my name's...
Beryl?
I don't
Sandra.
know. Sandra.
You look like Sandra.
Sandra. I don't look like a Nadia, I look like a
You
Sandra.
look like Sandra.
Good evening, everybody.
Just trying to pull up the...
Or a late hello, if you
Hello.
are watching.
There
Hi,
we go.
Lior. How are you? Loving your art, by the way. Hi, Bella. Hi, Keely. God, my neck's a bit like this.
What, having to look
Hi,
up?
Cher. Hi,
Do you
Hannah.
want to come down?
Well, that's a bit better. Not that down, because then we're down like this.
There we go.
Hi, Afa. How you doing?
What's that
We,
Have I got a cut there?
oh, I redid the peppermint creams, if anyone was wondering.
Check out tomorrow's vlog.
Oh my God, they look beautiful now. And yes, the
They're just
traditional
over there.
way is with
Egg white.
egg white. But I was
Even
trying
I
to
knew
do this
that.
quicker way.
I didn't know
the
what
quicker
peppermint
way.
cream was.
All right, Maddie, he's on Maddie.
Maddie's
She's
not
very
well.
I've made you a little beddie on the sofa.
Yeah. Everyone
dog
sends
off.
all their love.
Can you give me a kiss?
Everyone says get better. Oh, baby.
Lie down for a bit, sweetheart. So, Ruth Wilson, episode 3.
Final episode, not episode 3.
Now poor Maddie's going to be...
Final episode.
Higher people are saying to you, Maddie, poor Maddie,
We're gonna
who
spoil
loved
it now.
episode 2, is now going to have to hear... still want to see me make the coconut ice. Are you sure after my peppermint?
I want to see the
Wait
coconut
till you see my
ice.
peppermint.
I don't
Have
even
you
know-
from my peppermint creams? Can't we show them?
No, we can't because they have to tune into the Vlogmas tomorrow to see how they turn out. I don't even know what coconut ice is.
Why are you both on my bed?
What is coconut ice?
Coconut
Anyway, let's not
ice.
have that conversation.
Yeah.
This is about Mrs. Wilson. We'll carry that conversation on elsewhere. This is the final... we've got that lovely smell of Christmas trees because we bought some in a tube.
Yeah, little things that you hang on the tree and the artificial tree, and they give off a Christmas smell. Or flavour, if you fancy eating it.
Anyway, I hope you're all well. Did
Sorry,
did
because we're
anyone else see
switching on and
Mrs.
people-
Wilson? Did anyone else see it? Delay your voice to scream. Eh?
Oh,
You want us to delay it, or there is a delay? Is there a delay?
I think that must mean there's a delay.
Oh, there's a
People
delay.
want us to be
You wouldn't
delayed.
instruct us to delay our voice to scream.
Hi, Keith. You know me too well.
I watched The Goonies with my mum. Timeless movie, so good. It is, isn't it, in actor? There's a delay. There is a delay. Yeah, there was a problem
Oh,
uploading
that's so annoying.
There was a problem uploading thumbnail as well.
What should we do? Stop and start
I
again?
don't know. Should we stop and start again?
What do you think, guys?
No delay here. I think there's a delay in some places. And did you guys? Is there a delay? Yes, we're delighted that Harry Redknapp won.
Yeah, we loved him.
Callie doesn't have the delay. Okay, we'll plough ahead, assuming
I think
there
it's
isn't
just
a delay.
some people
Some
have
people
it.
might have the
And
delay.
Leo's all right now too.
Leo's good. No delay. Okay. Is that how you drink beer?
So
Jesus Christ. Let me just do exactly what
No,
you
don't,
did.
because that's my one. No, because then you'll take it and you won't give it back.
You're the one with the lurgy.
I haven't got a lurgy. Ma, I really didn't want to share my water. I want to know exactly that I've had 2 litres.
Hello, everybody.
Right,
I look like a right alky. Look at me.
Ruth Wilson, episode 3, really enjoyed it. Not as much as I enjoyed episode 2, I have to say.
Episode 2 was the best.
The best, I have to say.
I thought episode 3 required her, very brilliantly I thought she did it, to wander around an awful lot with in a perennial state of expectation. You know, which she is in, let's face it, wondering, is he for real? Isn't he for real? Is he trustworthy? Isn't he trustworthy? What a horrendous sort of post his death life
Imagine that.
sentence.
So when he died, though she'd had an incredibly difficult life with him, she was madly in love with him. And the death was so sudden. She'd just gone downstairs and he bloody dropped dead upstairs in the bedroom.
Quietly
And
as well.
Yeah, and so anyone would know that that would be such a terrible shock. And where, you know, you wouldn't know whether you're up or down, would you, with your grieving?
No.
Added to that everything seems to be a lie that was their life, unimaginable pain. And I think Ruth Wilson just played strength and vulnerability, those two things so well, don't
I
you?
thought Ian Glenn played it brilliantly. He was the right balance between deeply suspicious and incredibly
Utterly believable.
and incredibly sincere. And yet his truth, Ian Glenn's truth, so Ruth Wilson's grandfather's truth was embedded in a web of lies. Because he was a liar and an embellisher and a fiction maker, but he was also lots of other things. And it goes back to that thing I remember you saying once about something, I can't remember what we were reviewing, where you said, someone can be many things.
We're all many things.
We're all
aren't
many
we?
things.
You can
We're
be a
all-
liar, but you could also be incredibly truthful.
Yeah, liar, liar, pants on fire. You could have your pants on fire and not have your pants on fire.
Fire, exactly.
So he clearly was a man of many things, and I think that's probably what's so beautiful about this little mini-series, is how what we've seen, and it's quite a privileged little position to be in, I think, we've seen Ruth Wilson's family, or certainly her grandmother, trying to work out, and I'm sure with the little notes that you had at the end of the episode, they're all still trying to work out what exactly their grandfather was about. I'm going to have to rush off and get a lead because I've just been
I'll get
notified
it.
that that's...
I'll get it.
So I thought there was a really funny moment where, Nadia, you suggested, imagine at one point we thought that he might have faked his own death. We thought that was the level of the deceit and the lies.
And the reason I suddenly
Why did you
thought
think that?
was, do you remember that bit when he died? She went downstairs, and
Yes.
the first person she phoned was not the doctor or anyone.
that's right, she was told.
It was Fiona Shaw, because she said, "I've always been told to phone you as soon as he dies."
Yes.
And but then afterwards, I remembered he was on the bed for a week, wasn't he? Because the priest came in.
That's right. Wasn't Fiona Shaw brilliant? So, of course, Ruth Wilson keeps going to Fiona Shaw, who was clearly his employer or kind of involved with his case, because he had to keep going to see her all the time. Sorry, I'm not keeping up.
Shut up.
He had to keep going.
Why can't you just let me yawn without saying that? It's so annoying.
Finger in your
Get
mouth next
off.
time you yawn. So, yeah, but Fiona Shaw, I've got a bit of a man crush on Fiona Shaw.
Oh, God.
There's something about her in these parts. And she's the same woman in Killing Eve.
Yeah, she's brilliant. We say that every episode, she's the same woman from Killing Eve.
But, yeah, what were we saying? Yeah, so, what's her name? Ruth Wilson.
Oh, yes.
No, Ruth Wilson, when she's with her mum was articulating everything we felt about him.
Yeah,
he's
he's
a
a
crook
liar.
and a liar. A
Well,
crook and a liar.
no. Because my thing through it out it was, I don't think we're going to find that out, because if you think about
Well,
it...
you kept saying that, but I thought that would be a
because
great
why
reveal.
would the BBC do a story just
Because
from him
Walter
just being
Mitty,
a liar?
the incredible story of
Yeah.
Walter Mitty is all about a man who's a complete liar and a complete charlatan.
Yeah, that's true. That's
yeah, it
true.
came from nowhere. I mean, I was expecting that to absolutely be the payoff. And so, in a weird way, do you remember at the end of episode 2, she had to go into his wallet, found the pawnbroker thing, and then she had to do that thing that I used to do as a young boy, where you had to get a magic pen, and you had to rub it against a piece of paper, and then as you rubbed it, a secret letters appeared. It's so exciting.
The trouble it was just that boring bloody bloke again, who we didn't know whether to
Yeah,
believe
what
or
was a
not.
bit weird about that was she'd already
It was
met
just
him.
him. I found that a very disappointing moment.
No, I'm talking about the actual rubbing of the letters.
No,
It
I
was
know, you were very
exciting.
excited about it. I
really
was
excited.
not.
It
I
a
was
bit
at that point putting
Mata-Hari.
chocolates on the tree.
You were putting chocolates on the
Yeah.
tree, and I was about to nick some of your peppermint ice.
So move on, come on.
Well, you move on. He was
Well, I don't know where you were.
So what we do find out was that he was fired from the Secret Service.
Well, we don't find that out. That's what we're told by Fiona Shaw.
But you can't work
So
out if she's
basically,
saying that or
Fiona
not.
Shaw just basically discounted everything else. And it was a heartbreaking moment,
Yeah, it
wasn't
was.
it, when Ruth Wilson's character had come back and decided to have faith in him and decided to believe him. And she was really high with it. And comes home. This is after Fiona Shaw has blown everything out of the water and told her basically that it's a lying cheat.
Yeah.
And she comes home and she's so joyful. Oh, my heart was singing. We were all so pleased for her.
Yeah.
And then, lo and behold, another little boy bicycles up outside the front door, and it's another child, an 8-year-old boy, and another wife.
I couldn't believe
looking
it.
for him.
4.
And then the total devastation. And then it took a really interesting turn, because I realised actually threaded through the whole story was this, the undercurrent of her faith. The priest played quite a big... But never did I see her ending up becoming a nun.
No. And I didn't realise that when you become a nun, you essentially receive a wedding ring from God.
Didn't you?
No.
You're kidding me.
No, I didn't realise you essentially married
Of course
God.
you do.
So God has you all to himself.
God has loads of nuns.
So he's a bigamist.
Multiple.
Can't say that.
Much.
God, you can't say that.
Right, carry on. Why are you
Anyway.
behaving like a 4-year-old?
Because I don't know. I've got a very itchy nose. Someone just told me to stop scratching it.
yeah, and
I think
just-
I'm getting a runny nose and a cold.
And just calm
I've
down.
had some of your peppermint creams.
You better not have taken it from the nicely done plate.
I
You
haven't.
better not have.
I haven't, but the sugar.
You've had too much sugar.
Sugar.
Honestly, it's like being married to a 5-year-old.
The sugar's gone to my nose.
Right, come on.
I'm
Carry
leaving
on.
my beak alone, Tracy. For God's sake.
Come on.
Got the message. It was torturous. It was torturous to watch Ruth Wilson. I thought Ruth Wilson played it beautifully. This kind of constant expectation, hope, the wanting to believe, and the absolute devastation of feeling
Your heart
that
just
her
breaks,
entire life has been a sham. And then, of course, it's not just her life's been a sham, but of course the life of her children. What does she say? What do you say to your sons at that point? I mean, it's just terribly sad. So I thought it was very beautiful. I did feel there was a bit of padding in this last episode. I felt we were
Little
sort
bit.
of,
I didn't mind it because it was nicely done
and Ruth Wilson is remarkable.
really good. And I loved the ending when you saw all the family came.
Oh, that was
coming at the end for the
wonderful.
photo. I loved that.
I got a bit tearful at that point. When you saw the sort of not talking heads, but just the portrait shots of all of the various sons, and obviously one of them sadly has died. And then you had this lovely photograph, which I remember seeing on the Graham Norton show, which was Ruth Wilson's entire extended family. She is in that photo, though I didn't have time to find her. And then that wonderful comment at the end, but the incredibly intriguing comment at the end is that they can't get all the information they want to get about their grandfather from MI5 or the Secret Services because it's still security sensitive.
Which does make you go, come on. If he was just a lying crook, what would be security sensitive about it?
Just tell us it all. Now, I couldn't work out if that was a little bit a case of, are we going to have a sequel? Is it going to come back? Are they suddenly going to get access to the files? But I thought it was a beautifully pitched mini-series. And I still think Who Do You Think You Are will be slapping themselves in the pub wishing they'd got Ruth Wilson about 5 years before so they could have told this story. Because it's a remarkable story. And what I liked about it was, it was dramatic, but it wasn't obviously dramatic. Do you know what I mean? There were dramatic turns and there were lots of reveals and lots of moments. And yet there was nothing, there weren't loads of deaths and there weren't loads of double takes.
I wonder if they could put like a really good investigator on it that could use DNA and, a proper forensic detective and find out exactly what went on.
Well, like Miss Marple. Well, what about Hercule Poirot, who's coming to our screens any minute now? Has anyone else seen the John Malkovich trailer?
Anyway, lovely spending time with you this evening, guys.
Yeah, and thank you, Ruth Wilson. She exec produced it, and it was a really well-crafted, beautifully made piece. And well done, Ian Glenn, who we love from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
So he was very good. You pitched it absolutely on the money. Trustworthy, not trustworthy. Oh, very clever. So anyway, lots of love, everyone. And I'm going to show you Nadia's peppermint creams tomorrow if I haven't eaten them all.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. YouTube does not inform you when everything is uploaded. That only happens if you've hit the notification bell. What goes wrong sometimes with the notification bell? What's the extra thing you have to do? Oh my God, it's so annoying.
Thanks, guys. Oh yeah, hit the notification bell. It gives you the choice of sometimes, occasionally, always. Make sure you click always.
Sometimes, otherwise we'll be driving you bloody
Well,
mad.
I'd say very occasionally, otherwise you'll get me, and that'll be really bloody irritating.
Bye, guys.
Bye.